Good morning, everybody. Joe Value here for Cold Beer Sports on Saturday morning. Okay, I have two strong fancies for today's racing, but we'll just touch on yesterday's racing just for a few seconds there. My two selections, Yankee Stadium and Have a Cuppa. We'll start with Have a Cuppa. She's a bit quirky, as I said yesterday. You know, she's not the most reliable, but the ground probably dried up a bit for her. She looked very uncomfortable all the way around. She didn't really jump or travel as well as she can. And I'd give her one more chance in that kind of a grade if the ground was a bit softer. But she's definitely not one to be placing maximum faith in anyway. So that's her Have a Cuppa. And the other one, Yankee Stadium, I thought he ran really well actually. He travelled like the best horse in the race for a long time. There 2 furlongs out, I thought we were in business. But you know, James Doyle switched to his left instead of switching to his right, and that cost him probably a length. Didn't cost him the race or anything. He finished 5th, but he was only beaten like just over 2 lengths. So it was a good run. He's coming back to himself now, and he wants good ground. They might get him out quick enough while the ground is still riding fast. So he's definitely one for the notebook. Yankee Stadium. He'll be winning sooner rather than later. So anyway, on to Saturday's selections. I have 2 strong fancies, as I was saying, and the first selection runs in the 505 called High Street Roller. High Street Roller is trained by Tom Gibney. Tom Gibney, very underrated trainer. He's absolutely flying lately, and ridden by Darrow O'Keefe, who's having a good time as well. High Street Roller actually bred by my neighbour, Anne-Marie Quinlan and Jack Ryan. You know, it'd be great for the community if this one tomorrow, and I think she's a big chance, to be honest with you. She's a very quick jumper. She's won a point to point. She's won a bumper. She's run really well in most of her hurdle races as well. She just got touched off in Downpatrick 2 runs ago. A little bit disappointing in Punchestown, but the ground kind of went a bit softer. They got rain, and it was, you know, just a bit too soft for her. But if the rain stays away, now there's forecast rain in Bellewstown tomorrow, but if the rain did stay away, I think she's a massive chance. She'll be sent to the front, probably try and pop out and make goal as she usually does. And you know, they'll all know they're in a race trying to catch this one. Bellewstown should suit as well as sharp turns, and she's as I said, she's an electric jumper. She'll be making lengths at her hurdles, and it's a big chance. As I was saying, she's bred by my neighbours. There's actually her mother, Ring Street Roller. She's gone on to win there at Downpatrick. She was 20 to 1 that day, and we got a right touch over. But High Street Roller won't be 20 to 1, I wouldn't think. Yeah, 6 to 1. I think she's a good bet each way. I'll make her a strong 3-point each way selection. So just check the description below. The boys will sort you for the best possible prices. But at the moment, she's 6 to 1. So good chance. Right, my second and final selection then in the 535, staying at Bellewstown. I like the number 10 here, Winner Takes All. He should be around 9 or 10 to 1. He was now when I looked at it first anyway. He's a good price of that. I think I can't see it lasting. I don't know whether it will or not. No, I thought 9 or 10 to 1 is a big price for him. He should have won at Punchestown, but last September, only for a bad mistake at the last he would have won. And he enjoys a quick surface as well, so we don't want much rain around. They're given 4 millimeters of rain. Shouldn't make that much difference to the ground. If anything, it should just take the sting off it. But if it went soft ground now, you'd be worried about the 2 selections. But you know, the way the weather is now, so Jesus, it should be grand, you know. So it'd be disappointing if he didn't go on to win tomorrow. Simon Torrance taking off £3, a handy £3 as well. So that makes him effectively running off a mark of 116, running, carrying 10 stones. So there shouldn't be any excuses. I'll give him another 3-point each way selection, and I'll also do the 2-point each way double. I fancy the 2 of them strong. I think they should be placed at the very least. So I'm happy to go with that. So again, just check in at for the description below. The boys will sort you out for all the best quarter the odds or 50 the odds, or you know, first 5 places or first 4 places, and we'll see how that goes. So so a good first day obviously. Today was a little disappointing, or yesterday was a little bit disappointing, but you know, very hopeful that today we'll be back on good terms with ourselves. So best of luck if you're following. Thanks very much if you're following, and always best within your means. You know, there's no point getting up in a heap over a horse race. There's enough going on in the world. Bet safe and enjoy the sport. You know, I love the sport. I don't have to have it every day, but I do love following the sport, and you know, it's important to just bet what you can cheerfully afford to lose. I think that's the most important thing when you're backing horses. So anyway, thanks very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.